Like I said, I'm scared I'm gonna finish everything, and so I have to have extra stuff. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda, and this is Birch and Lily, where I talk about all the crafty things that I have been up to over the past couple weeks. This week is a little bit of a different video. It is my somewhat semi-annual what am I packing in my travel craft bag video. It's a really long title. I'll pare that down. But basically, I'm going to take you through everything that I have packed to bring along with me on my trip. I'm going to visit my family as my sister celebrates her wedding. She got married last summer, but we're having a reception this year. So anyways, going to visit family, going to celebrate my sister, and this is what I'm packing for crafts. Now, I am a notorious overpacker when it comes to crafts, so this is going to be a long video, and to attempt to pare it down a little bit, I'm not really going to talk a lot about the projects. I'm going to show them to you. I'm going to show you what bag they're in, I guess. But I'm not going to talk a lot about the ins and outs of the project. I will leave information for each project linked down below in the description. And if you're interested in said project, go check some of my previous videos, and I'm sure I've talked about it recently, unless it is a new start, in which case I have not. But that's what we're gonna do. Hopefully I can get through this video. It's very, very warm today. It's about 40 degrees outside. And even with the AC running, it's really hard to keep the house cool. And I think I say this every episode or every second episode, but I have really bright lights on me. So I'm gonna be dewy, but all good. Should be fun. I'm looking forward to going through. And usually then when I talk about all this stuff, I change my mind on a couple things later. But this is where we're sitting right now. Before we jump on in though, real quick, there are a couple places you can find me on the internet. The main one is birchandlilyfiber.com. There's also my Instagram, which is at birch.and.lily. Everything is linked down below in the description on where you can find me. All the fun stuff. All the fun stuff. I'm trying to think when this is going up. If the Bloom Baby Bloom Make-Along is still going on, because I'm pre-recording this like 2 weeks ahead of time, and I don't know what day it is or what day it's going to be. But if the Bloom Baby Bloom Make-Along is still going, there will be information down in the description for it. If it's done, there won't be. So check that out and see if it's there or not. How's that sound? Anyways, let's jump on in. I was gonna put everything in bags and then go from there, but I don't know if that's gonna work. I don't know. Let's start. So my plan is to have 2 bags. One, which is this one, which is going to be cross stitch and like overflow yarn, because like I said, I'm scared I'm gonna finish everything, and so I have to have extra stuff. So that's going to be that bag. And this bag, which I haven't put anything in yet, but I will, is going to be my bag of knitting stuff, which is going to have bags inside the bag, because project bags. But this will be the knitting bag. So let's start with... So should I just make a bigger mess and take everything I packed out of this bag out? No. Let's I don't know. But my cup fell over. I got a new Starbucks cup today, and it is stunning, and I love it. So, and it just fell over, and I almost spilled water everywhere, but that's okay. Let's start with knitting, because a lot of my cross stitch is newer stuff. So let's start with knitting. Most of this I think you would have seen on last episode. So if you need information about those things, it will be there. Let's start with socks. This poor smooshy bag. These are my Bits and Bobs socks. It's a pattern by Panich, and they're super cute. It's a colorwork sock pattern. So I have just the 5 colors that I'm putting into it. They're all in my bag here. In there. So I'm going to bring this along. I think it's color work, but it's very simple color work, so I think it's something I can work on either while we're driving or around people and not have to pay too much attention to. So these are coming. Actually, I can pack that bag while I show the knitting stuff. This will work. This will work. Okay. So now that you're gonna see it, but I'm gonna start shoving stuff in this bag. And then I'll feel packed and accomplished. And if it doesn't fit, I'll feel over-prepared. That's okay. Another pair of socks. I'm not bringing too much socks because I really haven't been knitting socks lately, but the other pair I'm going to bring is these pretties. These are just vanilla socks, so I'm just knitting a tube and then I'm going to put an afterthought heel into them. This yarn, Scrumptious Purl Stripe Me Up base. It's an 80/20 in the colorway Spring Flowers. So this is usually like my movie knitting, but I feel like this would be good, again, around people or at a movie or in the car feeling slightly nauseous because I get car sick. But if I can look out the window while I'm knitting, usually I'm fine. So bringing these, this is a Birch Grove bag. And then since we're on the topic of socks, I'm packing one other little sock set that I got recently. This is from Coast to Coast Yarn Company. And I can't remember what it is. Brittlegill and Cortinarius. This is from her Mush Club. So I had pre-ordered this sock set and it arrived not too long ago, so I thought this would be pretty to bring along as well. And if I need to hand wind it, I will, because obviously I will not have a ball winder or anything with me, but I've hand wound enough yarn that I'll be fine. One shawl. I love this bag. The pins are just the sweetest. So the one shawl I'm bringing is my Bloom Baby Bloom Make Along project. I have, I think, a little bit of extra yarn in here. Not enough to finish it, but I don't expect myself to work on it tons because it's a very warm product. It is a DK weight shawl, so especially in this really, really hot weather, I haven't wanted to work on it too much. But this is my Pressed Flowers shawl. It's a super pretty mosaic knitting pattern, so I'm going to bring this along as well. We're going on the theme of, can I work on this around people? This I can if we're like watching TV in the evenings or something and I don't have to talk too much, but I still need to pay a little bit of attention. So, fun project, really cute shawl. And like I said, if you're interested in the yarn or anything like that I'm using for a project, that'll all be down below. I just figure it's not really worth rambling on about all of those things when I'm not going into huge details about said projects. So I am bringing two sweaters that I've been working on. They're mostly done though. Both of them are very close to being done. So with that being said, I'm bringing yarn for some other ones that I could possibly cast on. But for now, this is what we're doing. So this here is my Gaja sweater. I'm testing this for Amanita Knits. Her name is Agatha. Super cute sweater. Obviously this looks no different than the last episode that you would have watched 2 weeks ago because I'm filming this the day after I filmed that one. But beautiful sweater. All I have left is to do the two sleeves, and then I have decided I'm going to redo this ribbing on the bottom, so I'll have to rip that back and redo that, but not tons. The sleeves are more of a quarter length, so there really isn't a ton to do on them. So I want to bring this along. Oh, collar as well isn't finished on this sweater. I want to bring this along though because I'm test knitting it, and obviously I have made a commitment, so I need to get this finished. I can't just leave it because I'm going on a vacation. So that is in this project bag here. And then I have, like I said, one other. Oh, I'm just gonna push my hair back. It's too warm for hair. I should have put it all the way up, but I did not. Why? I don't know, but I did not. The other project that I'm bringing is in my Brooklyn haberdashery bag. And this is my home sweater v-neck, which I'm knitting out of the Berroco Mochi that I think everyone should knit a sweater out of. This one I did work on last night, so there's a little bit of movement since last episode. If you can see the progress keeper there, I knit maybe an inch. But another really cute sweater, and I just have a couple inches and the ribbing left on the body, and then the sleeves. This one knits up quite quickly because it is a DK weight, but I don't find it to be really heavy and overly warm because it's so soft and airy. So I think this will be fun to work on. And very simple to work on again because it's just literally stockinette and a little bit of ribbing. So that is all the projects I'm working on knitting wise. You know what, I think I'll pop pictures. I always do, but I will in this video as well pop pictures as stuff is showing so that you know what I'm talking about, since I'm not going into huge detail. So two other things I am hoping to cast on. This yarn here is from Woolberry Fiber Co. This is one of their collective colorways. I have a bunch of cakes wound up of it. It is a worsted weight, which sounds silly to bring with it being so warm, but I'm bringing it because I like it. But I am looking to knit another sweater out of this. And what are you called? The Hudson Valley Pullover, I believe. I can't remember who the pattern is by, but I'll have that across the bottom of the screen and in the description for you. But I did start a little tiny pathetic version of a swatch for that to figure out my gauge. But that is a sweater option. A very quick knit, I think. I think it will be a quick knit because it's worsted weight. So that'll be a fun sweater. And then, oh gosh, now I'm blanking on the name of this one. It is a t-shirt, or not a t-shirt, a tank top pattern by Caidree. Is it called the Remi Camisole, maybe? Again, I'll have it across the bottom of the screen. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name. And I didn't write show notes for this because I'm just trying to get it recorded at this point so that I have a video for in 2 weeks. Because YouTube will punish me if I don't have something up, which sounds so silly, but it will. So this is an easy thing for me to record, but I did not want to write show notes, so I did not. But this yarn here, I believe it is called the Remi Camisole. If it isn't, it'll be across the bottom of the screen and in the notes. This yarn is on my Birch sock base from my yarn company Birchandlily Fiber Co. The colorway is called Succulent. And so yeah, I'm gonna knit a tank top out of this. It's like a really cute ribbed snugger tank top. I'm really excited to work on it. I've never knit a tank before, but I think it will be really cute even if I don't wear it in the summer with like a pair of jeans or something in the fall and a really cute cardigan. So I'm excited to cast that on possibly as well. So that is all I have for knitting. Cross stitch. I have not been in a huge cross stitch mood lately, so what I thought I would do to maybe make myself want to cross stitch a little bit more, my whole bag just fell over and all the yarn rolled out. What I am doing to try and get myself to cross stitch more, I'm bringing a couple projects that I've already started, but then I thought I would bring some new ones that I've kind of been like, I can't really, or I shouldn't start this because I have too much on the go. I'll treat myself to some stuff, is my thought. The two projects that I'm bringing that I've already started, first of all, this baggie here is from Pretty Southern, I think. This is Jane Cowey, I believe. I haven't worked on these in so long, I can't remember the names. Yes, this is Jane Cowey, which is all in silks, and this is my only project I've ever done in silks. So this is a treat to work on, and I figured it would be a fun one to bring. So there's Jane Cowey. I'm sure I'll have popped a picture up. It's beautiful. I'm stitching this on a 46 count. Which is my only, I don't know if I have any other projects on 46 count. It might be my only 46 count project. Don't quote me on that. But I'm bringing that. Oh, I meant to grab two other projects. I am going to bring, I believe it's Plum Street Samplers, This Is the Day, and Plum Street Samplers, no, it was just This Is the Day. I forgot to grab that. That's okay. If I didn't grab it, I don't need to bring it. Let's be honest here. The other thing I grabbed was Susie Sampler Maker. This is from the Awakened Willow. I finally remembered. Something fell. Yeah, this project bag is from the Awakened Willow. And here is the threads for Susie. Very pretty bright colors. This project goes along with my Merry Merry Needleworker up there. It's kind of like a companion piece to that in a way. And so here I am on that. Really fun one. This is on a 40 count linen. It was a club colorway from Color and Cotton. I think the pattern calls for a 32, but I don't like stitching with more than one thread. So I do 40 count, or 36, or 46. Well, one of the above. Of course, I packed these so nicely and now they don't want to come out of the bag. So, what else have I packed? This project bag is from Green Cottage Quilts. Very cute. This is Christy Barron. That is a sampler. I've pulled some 40 count flax to do that on. And then here are the threads. I feel like I may be missing one or two from this, but definitely have enough to get started. So I have loved this sampler since the moment I saw it, so I thought that would be a good treat to bring along. I also grabbed, this is a pretty southern bag. Elizabeth Hunt, 1845. This is by With a Needle and Thread. And I have a little bit of work to do on this if I want to start it, but I thought it would be something fun to do with my mom. The pattern calls for coffee tea dyeing all of the threads. So basically you soak them in coffee and then bake them in the oven, and it kind of mutes the colors down. So I haven't done that, but I thought maybe my mom would want to help me with that. So there's the threads, and then I did grab some 40 count Country Mocha out of my stash for that as well. I thought that would be really pretty, especially once the threads were coffee tea dyed. I'll probably use coffee, not tea. There's more coffee in my mom's house than there is tea. Granted, the tea that is there she doesn't drink very often, so maybe I should use the tea. We'll see. And finally, this is another really cute Plum Street Samplers pattern that I've wanted to start called Adorn Your Heart. And I'm not sure what I want to do for fabric for this, so you can try and help me. I don't know if I'll have started it by the point this video goes up already, but let me know what you think. So I have two fabric options and I can't decide. This is another Color and Cotton Club one, and this here is 40 count Mushroom Light Mocha. So here are my threads. When I hold it up on the camera, I still don't know. I still don't know. Or neither of these great. Color and Cotton kind of feels a little too pink, maybe? But then the light mocha, I feel like when I hold it up to the camera, that really light cream is kind of blending in too much. Might have to pull some other fabric to add into this project bag. Have all the colors. And then get my mom's opinion. I miss having my mom around for things such as opinions. She's really good at this sort of stuff. And sending a photo over the phone just never works as well. This project bag is from Pretty Southern. So it'll be nice to have her to pick her brain a little bit. Let me grab my neon cup. So I know this isn't going to be a terribly long video, but I hope you still enjoyed it. I'm glad I had something that I could get up for you guys while I was gone, that I could just pre-record, have all edited, and just have set to go up by the time it needed to. So yeah, if you want any more information about any of those projects, you can ask me in the comments or just search through my previous videos. If you search in the YouTube search bar Birch and Lily Fiber Co. and then the project name, should, I can't see why I wouldn't, should pop up videos that project is mentioned in, and then I would just find the newest one and watch that. You can get some information. Because I don't know how quickly I'll be replying while I'm on vacation, obviously. But yeah, I'd love to answer your questions as well, so I have a couple options. But I'm really excited to go home and see my family, and then when I return, there will be a new shop update, which I'm really excited about too. I was just looking over, the yarn is all ready and dyed and ready to go because I wanted it all done before I left. I'm looking at it now, and it's so pretty, and I'm so excited to get that out to you guys, so things to look forward to. But I will stop rambling. I have lots to do tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. Hit the like button and hit that notification bell as well so you know when I upload a new video. And I will see you again in 2 weeks. Bye!